Hi guys, this is Lachette with Scarlet Moon Creations, and I am back with this new video. This will be my June elemental reading video, and I know I'm putting out a lot of videos this month. I put a lot out last month, but that's just for you guys. This video is, as always, going over the previous month, the cards I picked for each area of life and each element. So let's get to it. So the air card I picked from the Thoth Tarot is Art. So this is one of those cards that are a little bit different in the Thoth deck than it is in the Rider-Waite-Smith system, but the important bit is how the element of air to me is all about your mental space, how you're feeling mentally, and your thought processes for the month. And this card is basically about balance, about mixing things in, and having the two sides of you, in essence, working together. This is a major arcana card. Excuse me, I don't know why my shoulder's itchy. And this month for me was busy, as you can probably see just from all the videos that I put out from June 4th through July 2nd, and that's the period of time we're dealing with here, that lunar cycle. From new moon to new moon, and just keeping balanced as far as what I can do, or what I think I can do, what plans I'm making, how I think I can go forward and do stuff, and the reality of the situation. If I can't, how will I deal? Stuff like that. It's not like this huge thing, but it is a thing. I don't know, just I think for the most part I kept it pretty even keeled. We had the new moon in Gemini, and that was a big deal. My rising sign is Gemini. I usually do pretty good with like airy months where the sun or the moon are in an air sign, because of that and my Aquarius moon. But this month was worded to be like just a lot, and it was. I did a lot of things, but keeping myself even and balanced mentally was the way to go. Coming up with new ideas, trying things outside of the box, but also remembering to cut myself slack if I didn't get everything done, remembering to think positively, and I'm not going into like The Secret or things like that, but like just trying to be aware of negative self-talk and counteracting it, just knowing myself better, paying attention to when I'm running out of mental energy. We only have so much, it's same as physical energy, and like taking breaks, giving myself a rest, and preparing ahead of time. That was also a thing. I knew there was going to be a lot of decisions to be made, and I tried to do a lot of that early in the month so that I wouldn't run myself down over the course of the entire month. So yeah, and really like weighing pros and cons as far as decision making, and then making those decisions and sticking with them. So it was a good month as far as that goes. So now the element of fire we have from the Deviant Moon Tarot, my favorite, the Two of Wands. So this guy, I like this Two of Wands more, I think, than any other deck. You see the wands here are part of a tool that he's using to now harvest plants. It looks like onions or pomegranates or something like that, but he put the two together so they're working together. So this is a kind of lighter form of the previous card, where it's you know, wands are fiery, they fall into the element of fire, so it's just like building on top of that. Action for action, putting things together so that they work better for me. And definitely, like I said, I had a lot going on this month. All the videos I had planned, I had some that were holdouts from May, like I hadn't gotten around to them, and then I have the Lethal Witchathon, which on top of the videos there's also the what do you call it, the actual reading of that many books in a week's time. Planning for One Book July and getting that set up, ready to go. So yeah, a lot. My niece's birthday was this month. Friends' birthdays, it's Pride Month. So there's stuff going on. The beginning of the month is also the Puerto Rican Day Parade and the festival that happens for that. Father's Day, and then the, what is it, Lethal or Summer Solstice happened. So like a lot. And then we end off with a lunar eclipse. A lot was planned in my life and a lot went crazy. But I think also partially because of the air card I talked about. It was also just in a very important time to keep balance, make those decisions, weigh the pros and cons, create a plan, and stick to it, and keep going. So let me just stop that there, because I don't know. So yeah, using the tools I have at my disposal and creating new ones was definitely something that happened for me this month, and that also included people. So it's not just like physical things or that kind of thing. It's just like letting people know, you know, where I'm at, what I'm doing, what I might need help with, and using them, for lack of a better word. Okay, so now we'll move on to the element of water, and that I always choose from the Llewellyn Tarot, and the card I had for last month was the Knight of Wands. So another wand, another action card, fiery card, even though this is in the water position. So water being my emotions, feelings, relationships, that kind of thing. And honestly, this month is already a lot. Last month, not as much, at least on an emotional level. Like I said, so many things to do, all good things though. I felt good about everything. I was ready to jump in and get stuff done. thanks to my mindset and that air card of, keeping balance in mind, who work with. Thinking that I can get things done and feeling confident in that fact. So that's definitely this Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands, like the go-get 'em, the action-oriented. I got this, right? There's a confident, youthful aspect to this card. It's a little, I don't want to use the word silly, but I think mostly it's just what applies here is the fact that of confidence, of sureness, and the fact that I can do what needs to be done or what wants to be done, and what confidence does for you is like it makes you step forward. It often without thinking, so there might be an overconfidence here, but I think that wasn't the case with last month. There was a surety without much doubt. Yeah, there might have been a little fear, but it was overclouded by the can-do attitude of this card. So overall, I think this is obviously also an underpinning of how I got so much done, how I dealt with all of these plans, all of these events, all of these things that came up. There were some issues, things didn't go perfectly. Father's Day, wonderful example. And yeah, I think that was more of an attempt to try to do something without communicating, and it didn't go horribly, but it didn't go as well as I had hoped, and the problems kind of reverberated more emotionally on me than anything else. So but I'm not like carrying that emotional baggage too far in my life, so like I've let that go. It's okay. But yeah, so things weren't perfect, but that confidence kept me going through the month. And lastly, for the element of Earth, from the Fairies Oracle deck, I've got the Undressing of a Salad. And I like this card a lot. It's not like my favorite, but definitely more in the liked category than the disliked. As you can see, this guy here, this fairy here who's kind of bluish, is juggling a lot in public while people are watching. And the element of Earth is, to me, the physical world. Finances, money, but also like physical space, physical body, those kind of things. And it's again, as the fire card showed, or the air card I should say, as my experience from the month showed, I had a lot happening. I was juggling a lot, big and small, trying to fit everything in, and learn and do, but I also, handled things. I didn't drop any balls. I was kind of impressed with myself there. I kept myself physically healthy and strong, trusted in myself. My physical space was not really a priority, so there was a bit of the ignoring that you see going on with some of the other fairies. But yeah, and I also trusted in my ability to be able to financially deal with all of the stuff that was happening the month over that month's time as well, which helped. Another deck I was using, the money manifestation deck from Ethany. I had put into my mind that I need to use that for affirmations at least weekly, and they were definitely used often last month. It's just like the most recent one was I trust my ability to manifest money. So yeah, and I did got some extra jobs, some extra work, and was able to do everything I needed to do, and also trust in others. So this card is kind of just a lot of juggling and entertaining various options and ideas about the reality of my world, my life, about what's going on. So that's what happened. Now, those are my elemental cards of June. As always, I give the preview for the next month, which is this month, July. And as always, I show you my spread of cards for the year, and I just dropped some stuff. Oops. I'll pick that up in a second, but let's look at the cards for next month. First, in air, we have the Three of Wands from the Thoth Tarot. Pretty balanced card, also very fiery. So, I think thinking about plans and actions and how to put them into place. The fire card from the Deviant Moon Tarot is the Nine of Swords. We know each other very well. This is a worrying card. I know this card very well. For the element of water from the Welland Tarot, we have the Nine of Cups, like a bounty of emotions. The cups are water as well, so maybe dealing with a lot of emotions and feelings. And lastly, for the element of earth from the Fairies Oracle, I got He of the Fiery Sword, which is one of the singers. This is an oracle card, so not a tarot, and kind of cutting through the bullshit to an extent, getting to the heart of things. So yeah, those are my cards for next month. Thank you so much for watching. If you would like a reading for your monthly elemental cards, you can find a link in my description down below. We can also do a year ahead reading for all 12 months if that's something you would like. Again, link in the description down below to my Etsy shop. And thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next elemental reading.